issues in your personal life, none of that matters. All you can do is focus on how do you get 4 slices of cheese on that bun as fast as possible. And many of these photos were taken by Robert Clare, a career combat photographer who leaves Poland and he's now heading to Libya before returning home to the States. Each one of these people, extraordinary humans, many of them staying in hostels and hotels an hour away from the volunteer site because housing is in such short supply because, of course, of refugee needs. They show up 7 days a week, 12-hour shifts, many of them canceling their plans to return home. At the border, when we worked with PAH, I met Kubi, a Polish man who left his job in Poland to volunteer at the pedestrian border crossing. That's where the refugees are in need of the most assistance because they are arriving by foot with only what they carry. Chances are they don't have the money, they don't have a place to go, they just need help. I also gained a new appreciation for the importance of donating things like coats, hats, toys, and books. You're always reminded to do those things, but sometimes we forget about it when we're cleaning out our basements or our closets. Well, I can tell you, when a bus comes across the border with a 5-year-old that has been traveling for days, the only thing on earth you want to do is dig through that donation bin and find the perfect stuffed animal or maybe a fire truck. Same goes for a winter coat in the right size for an older gentleman who made the trip without one. For my son, who like me couldn't speak Ukrainian, couldn't speak Russian, and didn't have the information or the skills to help people with what they needed most, just the act of blowing bubbles for hours was somehow an injection of joy that we all seem to need. And to the Polish people, so many opening their homes, offering rides, leaving their own jobs to volunteer on their days off, truly embracing the principle of love thy neighbor, it was astounding to witness. My point is this: in the face of so much darkness, I want you to know that on the ground, there is also so much light. And while I come home saddened, I am also incredibly inspired. There are so many good people doing great things. And tonight, I want to honor them. We're going to talk a lot more about this war and the extremely difficult days ahead. But tonight, I leave you with this message, that there is light, and it is being led by service organizations, governments, and volunteers like you and me. Putin's inhumane war is also bringing out the best in humanity. And on that note, I wish you all a very good night. From all of our colleagues across the networks of NBC News, thanks for staying up late with me. Good to be back. I'll see you at the end of tomorrow.
Today was in the news, right? Today feels like it was a week at least. And the news today